Welcome everybody to the live stream of the second day of Fööni Open Indoor Skydiving Championships. Also a warm welcome to everybody who has arrived here in Helsinki to watch the competition. And as some of you may know this, we changed the language to English. It seems we have quite a lot of international following for this competition, so it's better to actually speak English so everybody knows what's happening. And of course, all the Finnish people know English, at least rally English, so to say. Our first round for today is about to begin. We have vertical formation skydiving and formation skydiving for this first round of today, and it will be the fifth round of these disciplines in this competition. And first up we have vertical formation skydiving in four-person team. So the team French is about to begin in. You can see they are training in the antechamber. The members of the team: Claudia Jungu, Matti Miilumäki, Simo Moilanen, John Ospinal. And then here we have Maanantai Kerho, the members of the team: Katarina Roos, Leena Väistö, Olli Laaksonen, Marko Helkiö, and Viivi Hirvensalo also as a reserve. So it's the fifth round overall in vertical formation skydiving, and the draft for this round is 18, K, N, and 9. So we have 2 blocks and 2 randoms. So for everybody who's not so familiar with the sport, the team has 35 seconds to form these pre-chosen formations. Some of them are just static formations, and some of them require so-called inter, where they change places or turn or something like that. And every time the hands touch, that's a point. At least the team looks happy. I think it was a pretty good round for them. I don't know if they have a captain, but I think if they would, Matti would be their captain, and he looked really happy. But anyway, next up, Maanantai Kerho. The competition has been quite tight between these two teams so far, so let's see what happens. It's hard to tell, maybe a bit slower than the previous team, but they still get quite a lot of points here. And that's time for the team Maanantai Kerho. Next up, we have formation skydiving, and it's the first up is the AAA category. Round 5 also for this, and the draft for this round is 18KN9. So there's a block formation, then 2 randoms, and then a block formation. A random is just a static formation, and a block is a kind of a formation and then an inter, so they change places or turn, and then they take usually the same formation again. So when you see them moving quite a lot, that's the inter. And first up is a team called Tribe. And here they start. So as you can see, this is the best category, AAA, for this discipline. It's quite fast. And because this sequence has 2 inters, they're moving quite a bit. And next up, we have team 4K. I'm not quite sure about the current results, but I think 4K is currently at least they're not the first in the results, but they're still doing quite well. As you can see, the inter in the block formation number 18, it requires quite a lot of movement. They are connected as 2 pairs and they have to turn 360 degrees, so it's quite hard to do. Then finally, in this AAA category, we have Pro Team, which is the Finnish national team for formation skydiving. They are currently in the lead. Let's see what happens. You can expect quite fast movement from them. Yes, as you can see, the inter where they turn 360 degrees, it requires quite a lot of movement and they go over each other, so it's quite a hard move. And at least Pro Team is executing the move quite well. Yeah, it looks like they're doing quite well. You don't have to be an expert in this sport to know that this team is doing the most well at the moment. And we still have 1 team left for this session, and we move to the Rookie category of formation skydiving. So here we have Halli ja kaverit. They are competing in the rookie category, and they have the draft is K, N, and C. So these are a bit easier moves to execute. So they still get quite a lot of points because these formations are easier to change to and from. And that is time for Halli ja kaverit. Let's give a round of applause for them and also for all the other teams in this session. We might have an interview, but in any case, we will continue the competition in 20 minutes when we have the second round. And there we will have VFS2 intermediate, so vertical formation skydiving, 2-person team intermediate category. Looks like we will not have an interview at this point, so I think I will get back to you just before the second competition round, so in 15 minutes.
Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't need to change or conceal. I'm both fierce and feminine by birth. When you see me striving, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the fire in my eyes. The passion, compassion, confidence, and strength. In the power and precision, yet the grace of my style. Cause I'm a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me. Mun nimi on Inka ja mä aloitin tuulitunnelilentämisen aika lailla tasan 10 vuotta sitten. Ja nykyään kierrän ympäri maailmaa, työskentelen tuulitunnelilentämisen ammattilaisena. Mä toivoisin, että useimmat ihmiset, joita mahdollisesti esimerkiksi laskuvarjohyppääminen jännittää, uskaltaisi tulla kokeilemaan tuulitunnelilentämistä, koska se on tosi turvallista. Siitä voi löytää aika lailla erilaisia tuntemuksia kuin mitä äkkiseltään olettais. Mulle se on ainakin yleensä enemmän semmoinen meditatiivinen kokemus kuin mitenkään kauhean jännittävä tai adrenaliinipainotteinen laji.
Welcome back, all the viewers of the live stream. As I promised to you, I'll get back in 15 minutes, which is now. But like usually, most of the things coming out of my mouth are not true, so we actually do not have the next competition round in 5 minutes. We have it in 35 minutes. So the next round, second round for today, will be at 10 Finnish time, so it's in 35 minutes. So I will get back to you in 30 minutes. Welcome back. We have a couple of minutes before the next round, so I think we have some time to see some results from earlier. So here we have results for the VFS4, and it's really tight. It's only a one point difference. Maanantai-kerho 31 points and Friends 30 points. So nothing seems to be certain at this point. Then the AAA category in FS4. Pro team is in the lead with 133 points total. Tribe is second with 122. So that's also quite close. And then in the rookie category, Halli ja kaverit has 62 points total. In VFS2 intermediate, Team Jenga is in the lead with 47 points. Team Sivuraide second with 35 points. In dynamic two-way, it seems that Team Orange is in the lead with 400 points. And then the runner-up at this moment is OMW, and Pyhtään ponnistus is also quite close. So I think there's gonna be a tight competition of the second place in the, at least in the open category, and also the first place in the Finnish nationals. And finally, solo freestyle results. Matti Miilumäki and Hercules Östberg seem to be tied with 22.7 points. So it seems like Matti is in the lead in the Finnish nationals. And then in the open category, Silvana seems to be quite close with 20.3 points. But yeah, I think the next round is about to begin. And we are back with VFS 4. Team Friends is going first. And it's the round 6 for VFS 4, and the draft is F10 and 22. So there's 2 inters in this sequence. They seem to be getting quite a lot of points in here. It seems like this team is doing better and better all the time. They started a bit slow yesterday. I think we will have to ask perhaps Matti what happened yesterday. Maybe we can get an interview with them. But as you can see from his face, Matti is really happy, as is rest of the team. And next up is Maanantai-kerho. And as we saw the results earlier, it was really close, only 1 point difference before this round. So it's really exciting to see what happens. I don't know about you, but this actually I think looks like it's going a bit better than what the previous team was doing. So I think the competition will continue to be really exciting in this category. And as you can see from their faces, it was a really good round for them. Both teams did really well. And here we can see Mr. Jore. He's currently getting himself ready, as you can see. Next category is Formation Skydiving AAA category. And Jore's team is called Tribe. So actually in this team there are Jore, Jorma Löfgren, then there's Otto Virkki, Nadia Lönnroth and Riku Peltola, and they are currently the runner-up in this competition. They are not about to give up. They are quite close to pro team, actually closer than I was expecting, so this competition is quite exciting also. And this is the 6th round, and the draft is F10 and 22. So 2 inters here also, quite a lot of movement in the tunnel. It seems like it's going quite well for them. You can see the points clearly. And they seem to be quite in control of the situation at the moment. Really good flying from the team Tribe. And that's time. As you can see, they are quite happy. And next up in FS4 AAA is Team 4K, currently at the 3rd position. Let's see what happens. As you can see, it's not as fast as the other 2 teams in the category, but anyway, they're still in the Finnish nationals, so they're still pro athletes and doing quite well. I couldn't do this myself personally. And that's time for Team 4K. And next up, round 6 for pro team, and I think, as you can see from Matthew's face, they really have to concentrate. It's not just a walk in the park. They have to really win this. They are, of course, most likely the favorite to win the competition, but they have to earn it because Team Tribe is quite close behind. I was discussing this earlier downstairs with other people. Anything can happen in these competitions. One bad move can change the situation quite much. So all the competition rounds, you have to take them seriously. And I know this team, they're quite professional in what they do. They are gonna probably nail it. But nothing comes free in this competition. As you can see, quite well executed moves in the tunnel, and it looks like they are now quite happy as well of the performance. And now for the rookie category. We also are at round 6 and the draft is F, E and D. So once again, this is the rookie category is a bit easier, so there's no inters, so they do not move as much. But this gives the opportunity to get quite many points in one round, because you don't have to move so much to get to the next formation, and so on and so on. And that's time. As you can see, they are really satisfied with their performance. Next up, we have VFS2 Intermediate, and Team Jenga seems to be really pumped and hyped about going into the tunnel. And this round 3, the draft is, it looks like head up 2 with Inter and head up 4 with Inter. So let's see what happens. This looks quite complicated. At least in the first Inter, the other athlete has to go around the other one. So let's see how it goes. Team Jenga consists of two women. Both have been working here at Fööni before, and they met each other working here and formed this team after they moved on to other challenges. But now they're flying together, and here they are executing the Inter in the way that they're both actually moving, so they don't have to move so much. So the movement where the other has to go around the other one is performed so that they both turn. So in reference to one of them, the whole circle is done. And then in the other Inter, they have to go over each other in a head-up position. And that's time. Kinda seems like they're really satisfied with their own performance. And then we have Team Sivuraide, Elsa Pankkonen and Heini Elo. Let's see how they perform this. And actually I was spying on the teams earlier downstairs, and the way they do this Inter, where they have to circle one another. I think Team Sivuraide told the other team how to do it faster, so even though there's a fierce competition between the teams, they're also helping each other to do better in the competition. And there seems to be some kind of a hiccup. Elsa was doing something she probably wasn't supposed to, but anyway they get back to it, and they're getting quite a lot of points anyway. And a little trick from Heini to wrap this up. And this is the second round for today is done. We're gonna have some kind of an interview at our very professional interview station downstairs. And as you can see, Fööni Open will also happen next year, so check the date and be ready. This competition is also coming next year, Now to the interview.
Okay, we're here at the interview station. This interview will be done in Finnish. Meillä on täällä haastattelupisteellä Team Tribeista Jore. Hyvää päivää.
No hyvää päivää ja huomenta.
No miten se on mennyt? Täytyy sanoa, että tää FS on ehkä meikäläiselle ihan tutuin laji. Mulla on ollut semmoinen käsitys, että pro-tiimi tulee ja niinku pyyhkii muilla joukkueilla lattiaa, mutta te olette pistäneet ihan kunnolla kampoihin.
No kyllä haastajanahan me ollaan tässä ihan selkeästi koko ajan ja tiedetään se, mutta kyllä on yritetty treenaa sillä tavalla, että saataisiin kurottua ainakin sitten eroa umpeen pikkasen. Ja meillä on mennyt kisa sillä lailla hyvin, että varmaan aika lailla omalla tasolla vedetään kuitenkin. Ihan tyytyväisiä ollaan, tosi kiva.
Joo, pystytkö vähän kertaamaan tässä nyt hetkinen, onko me jo 5 vai 6 kierrosta nyt tässä lennetty, niin miten on mennyt, onko tullut tasasta tulosta tiimillä vai onko joku mennyt paremmin kuin toiset kierrokset?
No aika tasasta. Kyllä se aina joku yksittäinen kierros, että aina jää joku pikku asia vähän kaihertaa, mutta se kuuluu kuitenkin asiaan. Niin kauan kuin ei tule mitään isoja katastrofeja, niin aika lailla omalla tasolla. Että tulokseen ollaan tähän mennessä ihan tyytyväisiä.
No miten tästä eteenpäin? Tässä on vielä päiväaikaa vetää, niin onko teillä minkälaiset kikat tuolla nyt sitten ootteko te meditoitte ja joogailette tuolla vai mikä teillä on tämmöinen niinku kisan aikana, miten te pidätte ittenne niinku fokuksessa?
No meillä on tavallaan tietyt rutiinit aina hypyn jälkeen, mennään tuonne yläkertaan, harjoitellaan seuraava hyppy oikein kunnolla ja sitten lepäillään ja aina välillä sitten taas harjoitellaan sitä hyppyä ja ollaan pyritään pitämään sellaista hyvää fiilistä yllä ja naureskellaan ja heitetään läppää ja vähän autetaan muita tiimejä ja coachaillaan siinä sivussa. Että on sellaista pientä toimintaa, mutta saa vähän keskittyä siihen omaan tekemiseen sit myös.
Joo, se onkin ollut kiva huomata tässä kisa-aikana, että vaikka tuolla tunnelissa käydään tiukkaa kilpailua, niin tunnelin ulkopuolella joukkueet antaa toisille ihan kuitenkin neuvoja ja ohjeita, että miten kannattaa toimia. Mutta hei, mä toivotan hyvää kisamenestystä loppukisoihin ja pistetään ihan kunnolla kampoihin, että tiukka kisa meillä tässä varmasti on vielä luvassa.
Joo, tehdään parhaamme. Pidetään hauskaa. Siitä tässä on kyse kuitenkin.
Jes, pidetään hauskaa. Kiitoksia haastattelusta.
Kiitos.
Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't need to change or conceal. I'm both fierce and feminine by birth. When you see me striving, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the fire in my eyes. The passion, compassion, confidence, and strength. In the power and precision, yet the grace of my style. 'Cause I'm a woman. Phenomenally. Phenomenal woman. That's me. Mun nimi on Inka ja mä aloitin tunnelilentämisen aika lailla tasan 10 vuotta sitten. Ja nykyään kierrän ympäri maailmaa, työskentelen tunnelilentämisen ammattilaisena. Mä toivoisin, että useimmat ihmiset, joita mahdollisesti esimerkiksi laskuvarjohyppääminen jännittää, uskaltaisi tulla kokeilemaan tunnelilentämistä, koska se on tosi turvallista. Siitä voi löytää aika lailla erilaisia tuntemuksia kuin mitä äkkiseltään olettaisi. Mulle se on ainakin yleensä enemmän semmoinen meditatiivinen kokemus kuin mitenkään kauhean jännittävä tai adrenaliinipainotteinen laji.
Welcome back to the live feed of Fööni Open Day 2 Indoor Skydiving Championships here happening at Helsinki. And I have a visitor, a guest here in visitor from outer space here in the studio, the meet director of the competition, Heini Elo. Welcome.
Thank you.
Here we have the results for solo freestyle, which is the next round we're gonna see. And just to quickly recap, in the open category, Matti and Hercules are tied with 22.7. And then Silvana is second with 20.3 points.
Yeah, we're going to see a tight battle between these three, Matti and Hercules. Matti was better on the free routine. Hercules ruled with the compulsories, and now we're flying the free routine again. But this is going to be a really tight one. It's good.
Yeah, and also, if we look at the results of the Finnish national category, Matti, of course, also in the lead. And then Ona is second with 15 points. And then Jonne and Elsa are tied for the third point at the moment.
Yes. Jonne made a small, or actually a major mistake yesterday. He's been punishing himself for that. He flew the wrong compulsory round. He knows for today, and for sure he's gonna battle hard for the medal today.
Yeah, because I was, of course, myself a bit amazed. I wasn't sure what was happening because I thought I knew the rules and I was starting to commentate and I told what the compulsory moves are, and then the moves were completely different. So
yeah, that's what I heard from the other competitors. They were like, Jonne was really happy exiting the tunnel, and then they told him like, you did wrong. So everyone was really surprised of that mistake. But that's what happens in competitions. That's what the nerves are for. That's why you need competition experience to avoid these kinds of mistakes. I think Jonne is ready now.
Yeah, and there's a little moment of silence before the athlete goes in, so we can cut the music and cut our speech because we have to do some technical stuff. Of course, the athletes are in this free routine. They are moving in accordance with the music they have chosen, and for obvious reasons, we cannot run the music in the YouTube. So I guess you have more expertise also in this freestyle discipline. Can you explain a bit what kind of moves you see from Jonne?
I have no expertise in indoor freestyle, except I've been looking at it. But Jonne is doing some really technical moves with the side flying and low surface areas. And this is like really typical Jonne style flying. He's really enthusiastic, and he built this routine in fairly short time. He had a corona just before the competition, so he needed to do a lot of last-minute training. But he's going strong. He's flying clean at the moment, and yeah.
Yeah, I can only imagine the disappointment after he noticed that he actually flew the wrong compulsories yesterday. But at least we can hear the applause up here, so he got a really, really good round of applause from the audience.
I think he's everyone's favorite. Everyone feels a bit kind of sorry for him at the moment, but these are all my favorite athletes. This is my favorite discipline. So.
And next up we have Ona Onatornikovsky, and she is currently at second place in the Finnish nationals.
Yeah, and for those who just joined us today, so we have a Fööni Open competition, but we also have Finnish nationals from which we need to kind of calculate separate results from.
Yeah, so all both of the competitions are flown at the same time, but then the results will be. So basically, all the results
So we're gonna have 2 sets of medals. We're gonna have Fööni Open medals and we have Finnish national medals.
Yeah. Open medals are given first, and then we just remove the international participants, and then what results are left, those are the Finnish nationals.
Yeah, and I'm
results.
super happy that we have 3 nationalities in the lead of the open competition. So this is what this is for. And Ona's starting. And all the audience who can come on site to see these flyings, come here. Then you can see the routines with the music. It's awesome.
Yeah, we currently have 39 people watching the stream. Of course, I know there's a lot of groups watching, so it's much more people actually, and we are really happy about the viewership. There was much more viewers yesterday than we anticipated, so it's really nice how people have found this live stream, and also because we have so much international
there's a
following.
slight mistake, but I think she's correct. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so we have so much international following, so we decided to do this day in English.
And feel free to share the link. We have a separate link for the afternoon and this morning link, so feel free to share it and put it online if you're at the tunnel or drop zone, so everyone can see it.
Yeah. From what I understand about this freestyle, it seems like quite clean flying. I think there was one mistake.
Yes.
We spotted earlier.
But as you can see, it's on a.
That was a
nice exit. Yeah, she's finding.
Nice exit, yeah. And a big round of applause for her as well. Then we have John Ospinall next.
It actually says Spain there, but it's actually Colombia.
Yeah.
But he's from Colombia, but he works and lives in Spain, and he's here to visit us.
Yeah, so we have quite a lot of different nationalities in this competition. John is getting ready for his free routine. He is not currently in the top 3 of the competition. A very skilled athlete, nevertheless.
We have a bit of these breaks between the competitors would be ready, but we need to make sure the judges are ready and the tunnel is ready. So that's why we have a minute of idle in between. Very hard move to start with side flying.
And the camera angle we are using for this competition, it's the direction where the judges are judging the routine from.
And actually this live stream is used for judging also.
Yeah, one of the judges is doing it remotely.
So that's actually one of the compulsories, but he put it in his free routine also.
Yeah, that was the the space lab. That's one of the compulsories, and I noticed
the most noticeable.
Yeah, it's the most noticeable. And yesterday when Jonne was doing his compulsory, and I saw that, I was like, that was the moment when I noticed something's wrong. Next up we have Elsa, and I just heard that Elsa actually has birthday today.
Yeah.
So let's give a big cheer also outside the tunnel. Put your hands like hearts for Elsa. Yeah, she's replying. So how did Elsa's flights go yesterday?
She did awesome. She hasn't done the compulsories very many times. She joined the competition at the last moment, and I think the back layout she did was either the first or second she did without spotting in the tunnels, and she did it. But with the back tuck loops, she was too scared. But she's so strict to herself, so she will, for sure, she won't be happy about her performance, but she's happy to take part. Elsa is also event coordinator. Or meet coordinator. She's doing a lot of competition work with me in the background, and she's trying to compete in the same. So
yeah, it must be quite stressful to actually run a competition and also take part in the competition at the same time. You are filling in for Elsa's teammate in the VFS2 intermediate category. So yeah, Elsa is ready. Let's see.
This is her signature move with the carving with the bent leg. Elsa is a former ballet dancer and shows. Bit of side flying. Thomas Fleur.
Yeah.
One of the compulsories.
Yeah, the Thomas Fleur is gonna be in the next compulsory run,
yes.
Right? Yeah. I'm gonna try to explain it to the viewers better when we get there.
And then a split with the changing spin. Bit of a breaker.
Yeah, and we can already hear the applause from downstairs. Cheers for Elsa on her birthday.
She did well, she did well. She's happy. And here's Matti.
Matti is kinda the favorite to win the whole competition, but of course everything can happen in these competitions, but it seems like he's really in.
So Matti had 1.1 lead in the free routine on the round 1 to Hercules. And it was the opposite on the compulsories, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. This is a very sensitive discipline. So a small hiccup, small loss of balance.
Yeah, and it looks like Matti is a bit more nervous than yesterday, because yesterday he was dancing and jumping, and now he's really more like concentrating.
Yes, yes. Okay, I think the channel is about to be ready. So this is again the technical break for let the judges be ready and make their notes from the last one, and because they do actually live judging here.
Yeah.
So hats off for the judges. It's for a minute they need to put these 8 awesome flyers in the correct order. They do have a second view also, but still.
Now Matti is in the tunnel.
This is very typical Matti flying. It's a kind of a really good flow with a nice stretched body. Matti is also a dancer.
And he's been doing this for so long. He's like, oh, that was nice. Nice. He stopped the movement.
Stopped the movement, and he actually winks at the judges. And
yeah.
I was sitting yesterday at the center line.
Yeah, so I was just saying he's so experienced. So compared to some of the athletes who have like flown only for nice moves there, flown only for like 2 years. So he can execute all the moves so fast and so clean.
And these are difficult moves also, but it's, you can see it's again a different style. You can compare Elsa or Matti or Jonne, so it's 3 different styles of flying.
What kind of, how are the judges actually judging the free routine? They have seen I think the athletes are supposed to show a video of the free routine beforehand for the judges.
Yeah, for the technical score. So they get to have a look at the technical score and difficulty in good time before the competition, and then for the competition they can kind of relate to that score, and if you make a mistake or change it then, so that you can change the technical score, but at least they have a point where they can start from.
Yeah.
And then they have the performance and execution. And
yeah, that was awesome showmanship.
It was, yeah, it's just a tiny mistake, a tiny loss of balance, but not bad. Like really good from Matti. Looking forward to see what Hercules is gonna do. And this is Silvana now. She's currently on actually 3rd place on the open category, or 2nd place after Matti and Hercules. And it's awesome, these 2 professional long-time flyers. And then we have this really awesome young Norwegian girl in his first international competition.
Yeah, and she's only 16 years old and already has won the Norwegian Championship before. And it's really nice that we have all these different nationalities represented here in the competition. So one of the reasons the actual reason we wanted to change the stream commentating also to do it in English is because we noticed that quite a lot of friends from all of the athletes and also other people outside Finland are watching the stream, which we are really happy about. So of course we wanna serve everybody, and we do it in English. So Silvana is now in the tunnel.
And again, you can see this is different style from Matti or Jonne. So this is the richness of the discipline. Nice, smooth flying. This is actually hard because, as you can see, she's going up to the diffuser. At the tunnel level, you can see that, but we can't see that, and the remote judge can't see that. So that might cause a few points, but I don't think it's gonna be the.
Yeah, how much do you think it makes a difference in which tunnel you fly? For example, if you are not training in this actual tunnel here in Helsinki, but you're doing your training in another tunnel, does that affect the...
It affects a little bit because this tunnel is easy with the landmarks, but at least Silvana is training in Boss, which is the...
A little bit of hiccup there.
Yeah. Hope she's all right.
Yeah. Looks like she's fine.
So she's training in Boss, which is mirror image of this tunnel. It's the same technique, and the air is the same, but it's mirror image, so they need to change a little bit to how they're facing the routine. And for the second Finnish tunnel, Aeronautica, it's completely different with again the visuals.
Yeah.
So that's why they always wanna fly at least a few minutes here to check the landmarks and visuals.
Yeah. Next up we have Hercules from Sweden, and she's currently before this round tied for the first place with Matti.
And yeah, again, Matti was 1.1 ahead in free routine. Let's see how Hercules. If I remember correctly, Hercules had a slight mistake in the free routine, but I haven't double-checked that. But we'll see how he's doing. For sure, he's a tough competitor. He won last year here, and yes. He's gonna fight for sure.
Yeah. And big thumbs up for also everybody from Sweden who are tuning in to watch this watch this live feed. And also everybody else. We're really happy about the size of our audience. Actually a bit amazed about. Right now there's 52 people watching, and yesterday I think 80 was the maximum. We're gonna do better today for sure. And now
Hercules is in.
Yeah.
Kind of a speed, more speed. Again, different style from Matti's, and they all. And this is a difficult move. It's super difficult. They're all really good, but in different kind of way.
Yeah. So you told that if the athlete goes out of the video image, it might affect the points.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah. So they're supposed to stay in the fly area, which is the see-through part of the tunnel.
Yeah, it's the glass. Yeah, and also the way the tunnel is made, the wind speed is gonna be lower the higher you go from the high edge of the glass, because the diffuser is getting wider the higher you go.
Oh, that was kind of a side tuck loops.
Yeah, that's a. I heard about.
Yeah, I'm happy I'm not judging this. I'm happy I don't have to say who's gonna be better.
Yeah.
Nice exit.
Nice exit. Yeah, good. Actually, about judges, yesterday we had a question in the stream chat about freestyle judges. How many and who they are?
We have a chief judge is Linda Mäkelä from Finland.
Yeah.
Then we have Aggie, can't remember her last name, from Poland, and they're both here. And then we have Ron Miasnikov online.
Okay, yeah. As we get to our last athlete of this round, Sanna Barisland from Norway.
15 years old. She did awesome compulsories yesterday. She was second in the compulsory round, second best in whole competition of the compulsories.
Yeah, and if her friend Silvana was the number one in the previous Norwegian Championships, well, Sanna is
silver medalist.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're both the two of the best freestyle flyers from Norway are here.
They're aiming for the next year's World Championships. That's what I had a chat with them earlier today.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and it's nice to see like some of the more experienced flyers, like they're. I think I don't know how old Matti is, but anyway, the youngest competitor is 15 years old only, and some of the other contestants are at least double the age. So it's nice to see that they're all competing toe to toe in the competition. Oh, this was handstand.
And I'm actually happy about this being Freestyle Open at the moment. I have the background from the Sky in the freestyle, and then we had female and male as separate categories, but I think it's good for the discipline to actually put them together to kind of widen the spectrum of the moves.
Yeah.
So nice doing strong, nice stretched layouts.
Yeah, actually, if the viewers didn't know, Heini, who's here with me, she's also won a world championship in
outdoor freestyle.
Outdoor freestyle, yeah. So you said that you don't know much about indoor freestyle. I think you know quite much compared to me, anyway. Yeah, it seems like Sanna is doing quite well here.
Yeah, I think she flies a bit more relaxed than yesterday. She looked nervous and she's happy. Yay.
Yeah,
good girl.
Kyllä.
Well done.
Yes. And that's our round. That's our free round of solo freestyle. Thank you for joining me in the studio for this. And I think next up we are going to have more formation skydiving and vertical formation skydiving in just a few minutes. Welcome back, all the viewers of the stream. We are now getting ready to see the fourth round of today. We have vertical skydiving and vertical formation skydiving and formation skydiving, and we should see some results. we have actually here I have now in the studio with me Mr. Petri Mastola.
Good morning.
Good morning. Petri has, for example, been organizing quite a lot of formation skydiving big way record jumps.
Yeah, that's right. I have a background on the big ways more than wind tunnel, but yeah. Thanks for invitation anyway.
Yeah, and here we have the results for VFS4. So actually these are the same results. We didn't get the last round's results, but anyway, it's really tight between these two. And let's see some more results. This is also doesn't include the round 6 results yet, but there is quite a fierce competition between Pro Team and Tribe.
Yes, it looks really tight, and both team has done very well in the first part of the competition, and I'm looking forward to see the rest of the day.
Yeah, okay, and then we also have the rookie category, and they also have in the first 5 rounds got a total of 62 points, which is quite well for them.
Yes, looks good also for them.
And then we have also the VFS2 intermediate. After 2 first rounds, Team Jenga is in the lead, and we also saw the 3rd round, but the results have not come to the studio yet, so we will get those later. But anyway, it sounds like the tunnel is getting ready. Here's also the dynamic results. I don't think we have dynamic this round, I'm not sure, but let's cut to the video feed of the tunnel, because we can hear that the tunnel is spinning up. There's actually the motor of the tunnel is just next to me, 3 meters behind a wall, but it's really well insulated, but I can feel it in my soul.
Yes, you can feel it.
Yeah, so Friends is going in first in vertical formation skydiving. Of course, Pete here is more an expert on the actual formation skydiving, belly down version of it, but he's here with me for the whole round, and we can co-commentate on these.
Yeah, we can enjoy the good performance of these teams. Yeah. It looks fantastic.
So here we have actually, the draft for this round is 15, 8, and 11. So they all include inters. So quite a lot of movement in this round. And as you can see, they are spinning really fast. So the inter for the block number 15, they all have to turn 360 degrees. So that's what you see. Let's see when it happens again. Here. So this seems quite a difficult sequence for this round. And also this discipline is the video camera angle is from below the athletes. So if you see their feet, they are head up. If you see their helmet, they are head down.
Yeah.
Looked like quite a nice round for them. And Maanantai Kerho is up next. Maanantai Kerho started this competition. Well, actually they have been doing quite well for the whole competition. I think they got a little bit slow start.
Okay.
So it looked like in the beginning that like the French team doesn't have a chance, but they are really tight right now.
Yeah, looks really interesting on the competition side.
Yeah, so here they do the 360, and then they take the point again. Here you can see some of them are changing from head down to head up. A little bit of wobbling there, but they're still on it. And they have 35 seconds to do all these predetermined maneuvers in the tunnels. It's the same in formation skydiving, right? Yeah, so that's a big run of course for both of the teams. And then next up we move to the FS4 AAA category, which is something that you know much more about than me.
Yeah, this 7th round is quite slow. There's 3 blocks, 15, 8, and 11. So I don't expect big differences between pro team and tribe, so they most likely be quite close to each other.
Yeah.
But let's see, it's
yeah, and for example, the 15 block, it seems like they're all like in a line, caterpillar.
yeah,
it's called.
cat is a
So
classic.
that takes quite a lot of space in the tunnel. Is there any, like, compared to like if you were doing this outdoor, is there some blocks or formations that cannot fit into the tunnel?
In this tunnel with four-way, you can pretty much fit everything in.
Okay, yeah.
So, but as you see in a few seconds, that what the blocks what they are doing, it's not completely straight. They are, we call it cheating. So you bend it like
Cheating.
A little bit, but
Yeah, cheating that is allowed in this.
yes, it is.
Ah, okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, so it was more like a
Yep.
C, letter C
exactly.
than an actual straight line. But that's allowed in the competition.
Yes,
yeah.
it is. Yeah, sure. Good control with the moves here.
Yeah, your trained eye might see a little bit better if there's any busts in here, but
Yeah,
have
there
you
were
noticed any?
some question marks, but it looks really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Steady, and like I said, this round is quite slow, so it's easier to make mistakes and than gain any super results.
Okay.
I think
Yeah. It looks like they're quite satisfied.
there were some hesitate.
Yeah, well, I think Jore's head was twisting a bit, like he wasn't maybe that satisfied. But yeah, let's see. Next up is 4K.
Yeah, 4K is also doing well. I mean, they haven't done AAA for long, and so they have learning these new blocks, and they are much more difficult than in a single A or double A. So at the end of the day, it's learning the blocks and see how it goes.
Yeah, so there would be also lower bracket categories in this competition,
Yes.
but right now this year we have only this AAA, which is the most
Yes,
the best category, and then we have the rookie, which is the first entry level
Yes, that's correct.
category.
And with this AAA blocks, there are moves that you actually change the position in a formation after the block. So there's much more to remember. That's another thing.
Yeah.
But 4K has started well in the AAA. It's not easy to learn all the new blocks. Good job for them.
And next up is pro team. Let's see how they execute this round 7.
Yeah.
So the draft for this round was 15, 8, and 11.
Yes, and like I said, I expect them to be close to tribe in results. Let's see.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit faster than tribe. I think
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
seems like. Of course, if you go faster, you might start making mistakes. So, can you
Yeah,
spot
it
any?
looks really steady now. Now there's a bit hesitating from Eija reaching out the grip. It's good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice that the inters, they are so synchronized movement.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's time. Looks
Fairly
really
solid performance. I think they are quite happy. Eija might be a bit upset this one reaching, but
okay. Yeah. So she was not close enough, so she had to like.
something like that.
Yeah,
But
okay.
most likely it doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, and then for the rookie category, Halli ja kaverit.
Yes, this is interesting. They have
Actually,
they are actually really in the early stage and learning really quickly. So I'm pleased to see how they are developing.
yeah, and this draft for this round is A, K, and F.
Yeah.
So I think all the inters are removed in this
Yeah,
category.
Yes, there are no block moves here, so it's much easier But still, it takes discipline to fly in a place and take the grips and stay on the level.
So anyone in the home audience thinking about should they join the Finnish national competition next year? I think
this is excellent.
I think they should. Of course, I would be also taking part in some of the categories.
Yes.
But I have to be in the studio, so so that's
Okay,
my reason. Okay, next up we have the VFS2 intermediate, and Team Jenga, they are really hyped once again. I think they are having fun.
Yeah, it looks. I watched previous round downstairs, and they look phenomenal. They were really having fun.
Yeah,
and you can feel it and see that they are really enjoying the competition.
It's, I think, one of the best aspects of the sport is that even though you are concentrating, you can still have fun, and you can see how happy they are.
Yeah.
And this is the round 4 for VFS2 intermediate. So we have looks like it's head up for the whole round. It's head up F, head up D, and head up C. So first they have the other person has their feet on the other one's knees. Then the one touches hand to foot, and then they go their backs facing each other. There. And there on it's pretty much the same, so they repeat these three positions for as long as there's time. Here we can see a little bit different camera angle, so here so feet to knees, hand to foot, and then backs against each other. This is actually something I might be able to do if I trained for like 20 hours.
Okay. So you'll be there next year, right?
If I will be fired from this position as a commentator, I promise I will find a teammate and go.
Yeah, let's note it.
Here we have the next team, Team Sivuraide. So Elsa, who we already saw earlier, and also Heini, who was in the studio previously with me. So they are doing the same routine here. So feet to knees. Okay, now I'm not sure. Yeah, now was the hand to foot, and then they go backs against each other. Yeah. Feet to knees, hand to foot, and backs against each other. Kind of seems like at the moment Elsa might be waiting for his birthday party.
Okay.
She might not be concentrating as much as she should, but yeah, I think they still get some points from this round. And a big round of applause, and we have to congratulate her. Of course, as we talked earlier, Elsa is also actually both of them are in the organization. In the meet organization, so they have quite a lot of responsibilities outside of the tunnel as well.
Yes.
So it's really stressful.
Fantastic job over the past weeks and even months, organizing everything and getting everything ready here.
And I think we might have some kind of an interview. So thank you, Pete, for joining me for this round.
Thanks, Jarkko. Thanks for invitation. Good luck for the rest of the competition.
Thank you.
Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't need to change or conceal. I'm both fierce and feminine by birth. When you see me striving, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the fire in my eyes. The passion, compassion, confidence, and strength. In the power and precision, yet the grace of my style. Cause I'm a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me. Mun nimi on Inka ja mä aloitin tunnelilentämisen aika lailla tasan 10 vuotta sitten. Ja nykyään kierrän ympäri maailmaa, työskentelen tunnelilentämisen ammattilaisena. Mä toivoisin, että useimmat ihmiset, joita mahdollisesti esimerkiksi laskuvarjohyppääminen jännittää, uskaltaisi tulla kokeilemaan tunnelilentämistä, koska se on tosi turvallista. Siitä voi löytää aika lailla erilaisia tuntemuksia kuin mitä äkkiseltä olettaisi. Mulle se on ainakin yleensä enemmän semmoinen meditatiivinen kokemus kuin mitenkään kauhean jännittävä tai adrenaliinipainotteinen laji.
Welcome back. We are now here at the interview studio with Team Jenga, or is it Jenga? So couple of questions for the team. So we now have flown. Is it already four rounds? Some comments from both of you. How have you done so far?
Pretty well, actually. I was surprised by how well we flew, actually. So really good. I like.
Yes, especially the belly backs. We actually got a lot of points, which was good because today there is a lot of competition because the team against us is pretty good also. So.
Yeah, I noticed you are competing against Elsa and Heini, and like they have quite a lot of experience in the tunnel. Is this increasing? Like, is this increasing your pressure? Do you feel like it's hard to compete against such a experienced team? Well, not maybe as a team, but as individuals.
Of course, it makes a little bit. It's a bit scary to compete with against Heini and Elsa, but we are doing our best, and I think we are doing pretty good. They are a really good team. Yeah.
Okay. One more question. Are you gonna win?
Of course we are. Of course, for sure. Yes.
Okay, let's see what happens. I can't be rooting for anyone because I'm neutral in this. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back everybody. As you can see, there's some weird activity going in the tunnel. Well, not anymore, since the solo freestyle athletes are getting ready for the next round, which will be round 4, and it will be the round of second compulsory moves. And we should see some results also. I think the results have not been updated since the morning, but let's see what kind of results we had earlier today. So these are the results after 2 first rounds. So we have already flown the round 3, which the results are still pending. But before the 3rd round, we had in the open category, Matti and Hercules were in the lead, tied for the lead position, and Silvana was next with 20.3 points. And then if we remove the international athletes, the Finnish nationals, Matti also of course in the lead, with Ona as runner-up, and Jonne and Elsa were tied for the 3rd place. So we're gonna get updated results later on today, and then before the finals we know what's the current situation. It looks like Jonne is already getting ready. Jonne is already getting ready, and I think he looks quite happy. I think the yesterday's hiccups are forgotten, and now we are only a hug from a friend. The yesterday's forgotten, and now we are still in the game. So we have the second compulsory round, which means that the athletes, they are gonna fly in the tunnel. They have to do 3 compulsory moves. I will try to keep up. This is called Mana's Space Lab, so they will kind of like, it looks like they're walking inside a tube. And then there's this front layout full twist loop sequence where there's 3 front flips, and one of them, the middle one, has also a barrel. And then Thomas Flare. So those are the 3 compulsory moves for this round. Of course, Jonne, he got like almost like a free training round yesterday, because he accidentally made these moves yesterday when he was supposed to do the different ones, but he executed them quite well now. And next up we have Ora Thornykoski, who before the 3rd round at least was in the 2nd place in the Finnish nationals. 19-year-old athlete from Finland. As you can see, she's visualizing the moves before going in. And it looks like we're ready to go. So Ona is in the tunnel, and all the compulsory moves, 3 of them, the athlete can decide in which order to do them. And I think this was the front layout full twist sequence. Then Mana's Space Lab. And next we have Thomas Flair. So those are the three compulsory moves you have to do in this round. And as I told you, the participants can decide in which order they perform those. And of course, the rest of the time they spend in the tunnel, they can fly whatever moves they please. Big round of applause for Ona. John Ospinal is next, and as we discussed earlier, John is currently residing in Spain, but he's actually from Colombia. He's getting ready for his compulsory round, and I was told earlier he's also participating in the vertical formation skydiving in the Team Friends, and I was interviewing them yesterday, and John came here because of his friend Matti Miilumäki, who is also competing in this competition. And now he's ready to go. So let's see, here we have the Mana Space Lab. And here we have the front layout sequence, twist sequence. And then we're still waiting for the Thomas Flair. So this move is Thomas Flair. Yeah, cheers for John also. And then Elsa is getting ready. Yeah, Elsa has a message for us. I think her heart is beating. I think she's trying to communicate that her heart is beating quite fast. As we discussed earlier, she's also in this competition organization doing quite a lot of work and still competes in a couple of different disciplines. So it's gotta be really stressful for her. Of course, her friend Aaro at the door is giving her full confidence telepathically with his magic eyes. Look at his eyes and smile. Aaro is at the door, making sure everything's okay. Let's hope he doesn't have to go in. A little bit of showmanship also from Elsa. And here's Thomas Flair. I think we already saw the front layout full twists earlier. And a really big round of applause for Elsa. Next up we have Matti Miilumäki. And he seems to be getting ready. He seems to be getting ready for his compulsory moves. Also a little bit of show for us. some of the athletes in solo freestyle, also in this competition, but also in other competitions, they are really putting up quite a show even outside the tunnel, and it's part of the sport. Okay, some kind of a speed check still. And Matti goes in. Let's see. Here are the front layout twist loops. Matti is of course really experienced athlete. Here's the Mana Space Lab. He's doing quite difficult moves in between the compulsory routines. And here's the Thomas flare. I was first thinking if I missed it completely, but he provided it at the end. I don't know, looks like he might be a little bit disappointed. He was not quite happy himself. Let's see the results later. And now, big cheers for our Norwegian athletes. First of them this round, Silvana, the Norwegian Champions. And big cheers, of course, for everybody tuning in from Norway. I'm sure a lot of Silvana's and Sana's friends are also watching this, so thank you for tuning in for this live stream, and we changed the language for English just for you. Silvana doing quite well in the competition, actually was just behind Matti and Hercules before the first 2 rounds, so let's see how well she executes the compulsory moves. There was the Thomas flare. And now the front layout full twist loops. And Mana's Space Lab. Really well executed, perhaps a bit high level on the almost outside of our camera view, but quite elegantly presented anyway. And now from Sweden, Hercules Uusberg was tied for the first place with Matti after the 2 first rounds. The results for the 3rd round have not reached me yet, so I do not know what's the current standing, but he is one of the favorites to win the whole competition, so he's bound to perform well in this 2nd compulsory round. Okay, just a few seconds and Hercules is free to enter the tunnel. He's taking his time. Here are the front layout twists. Really good flying and quite difficult maneuvers to perform. And here we get Mana's Space Lab. I think this was, at least so far, the best execution of Mana's space lab in this competition. It was really clean, and then the Thomas flare at the end. A nice exit also from the tunnel. Really well done. Really well done. Then, of course, our friend Ora there is taking all the free tunnel seconds he can get by getting his knees into the tunnel. Well done. And now, to conclude this round, Sanna Barisland from Norway, second position in the previous Norwegian Championships, and only 15 years old. Sanna was doing quite okay also in the results after the two first rounds, and now she goes for the second compulsory round. She got really good points from the first compulsory round, and really nice front layout twist loop sequence. Mana's space lab also quite well executed. I'm sure this is gonna bring some really good points for her. And I can hear constant applause from downstairs, so the audience is really liking her performance, as are we here in the studio, and of course you at home also. So one more really big applause for all the athletes in the solo freestyle competition. Next up, we're gonna have a break, so the next event will be at 3 Finnish time, but before we go on a break, I'm gonna go see if there's someone to interview at the interview station. So, see you soon.
At the interview station, and I have Silvana here with me. You have been doing quite well in this competition. I think I saw the results after first 2 rounds. You were just behind Matti and Hercules. So how has the competition been going for you?
I was really surprised that I ended up with the 3rd place yesterday. I did not expect that at all, so I'm really happy about that. And the free routines went well, but I felt that the compulsory didn't go that well. But I just have to see at the result, and yeah, I'm really excited to see.
Okay, I heard that this is your first freestyle competition outside of Norway, so were you nervous coming in Finland?
Yes, I was really nervous, but I didn't have a goal to win this time, so I wasn't that stressed, but still I'm very stressed and nervous, so yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I have to thank you for coming to Finland. It's nice to see international athletes here also.
Thank you for having us. It's really fun to try to compete in another tunnel than the two in Norway. So that's very fun.
Yeah, so I know you probably have a lot of friends and relatives watching the stream in Norway also. And we also changed the stream language to English so that everybody can watch. But anyway, now if you have anything to say to home, to your friends, so you can look at the camera and some cheers.
Hello, Mama! And Alan and everybody is watching. Thank you for watching me. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Just a quick word from the studio before we go for our break. This concludes this stream for now, and when we continue in a couple of hours, actually in 3 hours, the stream link will be different. So I think the easiest way to stay on the stream would be to subscribe to the Fööni channel at YouTube. So there you can get the instant notification when the next stream goes up. So we're gonna have a break, and in 3 hours we continue in our afternoon stream, and we will start with formation skydiving and VFS and also dynamic. So we go for our break and we see you in the afternoon. Thank you.